We got Ashcoop in the blue corner, Contour in the red corner. Both of these fighters fighting in room scale right now, room scale division. We are in the second match in round number 3. Ashcoop fighting by way of North America East, Contour fighting by way of North America West. I mean, low-key Contour lore. He's actually in Canada, but the North America West side. Both of these boxers are going to be on the taller side. 6'0" for Ashcoop, 6'3" for Contour. And you know, a bit of a ELO mismatch, guys. We got Ashcoop coming here in the 2001 to 2,500 range of ELO fighters, and Contour being above the 2,500. So this is going to be another high level fight. I'm excited, guys. We're gonna have commentary from Tesco and Solly here. So guys, go ahead and take it away. All right, let's quickly take a look at the sponsor for the evening. Shout outs to Deadeye VR. You know, I've seen a lot of bloody knuckles from the people in the community playing this game, right? So, you know, you got to protect those hands at all times. Stationary or room scale, Deadeye's got you covered, man. Full wrist support, an elastic controller band to keep that thing locked in, optional finger slots for total button control, and 1-inch padding to keep those hands safe, no matter if you're training, sparring, or just throwing down with the homies. Please hit the link in the description below and use RSVR5 for 5% off your order. Every purchase helps the channel and helps us support the boxers in future events. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get it on to the next battle.
Thank you. Very excited for this fight. Very excited.
All right, Ashcoop in the blue corner wearing the black trunks with the black gloves. Contour with the purple gloves, the pink sports bra, and the white shorts, and the iconic look. Both fighters on the taller side. Contour having a little bit of the height advantage, though. And already a lot of motion across their play spaces. I think these two might have the two of the biggest play spaces out of anyone in the room scale division.
Yeah, Contour getting hurt there early on, or straight away. Ashcoop catching with a good hook as he was coming in. I think that will be, obviously, gamified style will be a downside to Contour. He moves a lot, so he's going to get caught coming in by a lot of shots. So that guard for him is going to have to pay off.
Yeah, Contour definitely one of those fighters that really likes their boxing, realism aspect of this game. And definitely an outboxer too, right? Tons of motion, always throwing when he's moving in, when he's moving out. Ashcoop, though, on the other hand, very much known for some big, heavy shots that can knock anyone down. And I think that's going to be the key, right? Is Ash going to be able to catch Contour in the moments where Contour crosses the void? Or is Contour going to be able to stay safe? What are your thoughts on this, Tesco? Who you got in this match?
Yeah, I'm going to have to... with the bias side, obviously, I'm going to have to back my boy Contour, but I can't obviously rule out Ashcoop. Very big puncher. But, Contour, very well-rounded fighter. He's good under pressure. He's good in close range, long range. He can go high volume or low volume. It doesn't matter to him. Ashcoop, obviously, then, very big power puncher. He's got fast hands. He moves a lot as well, just like Contour. So I think it's going to be... They're going to be close in fighting style here, but, yeah, it's going to be extremely close.
Honestly, though, what's been most impressive to me this round is actually Ashcoop's defense, right? Contour, we know is very good at avoiding shots. He keeps a good, responsible guard up. He moves around a lot. But Ash is, keeping a very good guard when he's moving in and when he's back. He's catching a lot of Contour's shots. You can see right there, right? He moves back, he keeps a high guard, and he twists his hips to basically use the elbows to catch the punch, and it's protecting his body with very minimal motion.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job to get out of that range of Contour, and trade some shots on the way out. But Ashcoop, with the rock face there, a little bit hurt. Contour is starting to rack up the damage now, landing some clean shots. Ashcoop not really finding those landing shots anymore.
And even though Contour likes to outbox, most of the match he's been the one setting the pace. The fight only happens on his terms. But there, when he got that ugly face, he was letting Ash take start the engagement. And so it's going to be interesting to see, who wants to be the one that push the pace of the fight.
Yeah, as we close out the first round, though, Contour doing a very good well adjustment round, even though it's meant to be the forgot what the word was. Sorry, like the download.
Yeah, it's introduction.
Downloading. Yeah,
Discovery round.
And
adjustment round and then lay it all out there.
Yeah, but Konto obviously not having a good start to the first round, but picking it back up, and I think he took that round there in the last half. But Ashcoop doing a very good job to keep up with him, Solly.
Absolutely. I think it's going to come down to like the question of, a question of damage, and it seems a little bit simple, but Ash hits with big hits. Contour throws a lot of shots. He doesn't always go for the knockout, but he does throw in some like heavier power shots in there. And the problem is you can't always tell which one that is. Sometimes it looks like a light jab out of nowhere. You get rocked. And I think that's going to be his key, is kind of mixing those in a way that Ash can't predict. And Ash is going to have to start, figuring out which shots to respect, which shots to sort of power through.
Yeah, as we kick off the second round, though, both fighters already coming out with some quick hands and some heavy shots. So not even dropping any sort of speed or pace from that first round, just getting straight back into it.
Mm-hmm. I like the adjustment that Ash made here with using more jab.
Yeah.
Contour doing a great job, though, with the spacing. And that's the problem. As the fight goes on, Contour just gets a better understanding of that space and that range. And, he's got the length and reach to understand, how to use it, how to abuse it.
Yeah, I mean, Contour already doing a very good job landing some good shots. I think he's starting to outmaneuver Ashcoop now. He's starting to run circles on him a little bit here. But Ashcoop not failing to land shots still. Doing a very good job.
And that's the thing, right? Like, they're not a lot of the shots are giving Contour the ugly face, but they're definitely hitting, you can see that little like pained wince face that are going. So, they're definitely not little like taps. There's some heavy hits.
Oof, good left hook there from Contour as he comes out of that close range. Yeah, I mean, Ashcoop lands some good shots, but I think he's starting to get some damage racked up on him now.
So what would you do if you're Ashcoop, right? Like, how do you pin down Contour? I know you've had a match or two against him. Like, what's the strategy for pinning down such a highly mobile fighter?
I think you gotta move with them. You gotta cut them off. Someone like Contour is gonna move around. He's gonna be behind you 1 second and then in front of you the next. So you gotta keep. Mm-hmm. I think for Ashcoop, try and keep some distance. Try not to get in range and trade a lot of shots, but also try to then cut him off. Because that's where Contour strives, is by moving and landing those shots around the side of your head.
I think that's a great point, right? Like, I see a lot of fighters when they're, encountering someone who moves around so much, they just sort of stand still, hoping that their opponent's going to kind of tire themselves out. But that's not the way you got to do it, right? Just like you said, you got to step with them. The extra steps that you take are going to make them take even more steps to compensate around you. So,
yeah. Ashcoop looking a little hurt, though. Definitely getting that damage racked up on him now. Contour landing some heavy shots. Clinched there, just saving Ashcoop, I think, from some extra damage.
Yeah, and while I think Ashcoop has been doing great, I think this round might be going to Contour. He's made the better adjustments and just made, I think, the smarter, safer decisions in this case. Ooh, fancy guard work there. I love what I'm seeing.
That was a big overhand and a miss there from Contour. But that would have done some damage if it landed. Ashcoop returning with another big overhand, and it actually landed, not doing what he wanted it to do.
Ooh, catching him good there. Contour rocked. There's Ash's moment.
Oh, in the reverse, Contour has Ash rocked. Last 10 seconds. Contour going to find a knockdown.
All right. Some exciting fireworks at the end there. I think overall that most of that round definitely was going to Contour, but at the end, Ashcoop found exactly what he needed. Couldn't quite get the knockdown, but he hit the big shot there. And I think that's going to be his biggest threat in this last round, is knowing that, like, hey, I can throw that shot that's going to knock you out. You just got to stay responsible for 3 minutes. What do you think, 100%. Tesco?
Yeah, I mean, Contour now, like, if I'm Contour, I know I'm going to be up this third round, but now, with someone like Ashcoop, you cannot let yourself get complacent. You don't want to drop that guard at all or get a little bit sloppy, because Ashcoop has got that power and that range, and he will catch you with some flush shots, as we've seen at the end of that second round. So, yeah, they just both got to stay extremely locked in here and make sure they don't make any mistakes.
I mean, just general good advice for everyone in this tournament, right? These are the strongest under the headset fighters. You're not going to have an easy time, right? You're going to need A lot of different tricks in your bag, a lot of tools, a lot of guts, a lot of stamina, a lot of focus. You got to put it all together if you want to be the strongest.
100%. Ashcoop putting on some steam there, coming forward, trying to put on the pressure on Konto, but Konto just jabbing his face off back to Monday right now. Doing a very good job at keeping out of range.
Yeah, Contour definitely starting to, I think, get more and more of that timing down. He is starting to get like that 100% synchro rate where he's just hitting Ash on the entry, on the exit, kind of starting to land at will a little bit there. Ash, though, still throwing some heavy shots. Again, he is always able, and he throws them so quickly, right? He's always able to throw a shot in there that makes you remember that, like, oh, I got to respect this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're always going to get that. With Konto now, Ashcoop looking like he's slowing down a little bit. Konto not looking like he's slowing down. Like, remember, Konto boxes IRL, so he's going to have that stamina to run these 3 rounds with ease, and he's not going to slow down for you.
I think that's a good point. Ash starting at least to keep in the same pace. Contour has definitely stepped into the highest gear that he has, and is willing to, keep that pace up for the entire round, right? Smart idea, right? You're not going to get advanced if you don't secure your victory. But let's see if he feels like he's got the confidence, that's going to affect him in future matches. It's definitely going to win him this one if he can keep it up.
Yeah. No, Konto just pulling away with it now, I think. Getting that movement, Konto. Ashcoop's definitely slowed down now. Konto looking like he's...
Jump in here, guys. We got to warn these fighters. Be careful of the clashes. Guys, we're clashing a lot. We got big room scale. Please be careful of the clashes.
Yeah, that is also something we need to remind everyone about. If you haven't read the rules yet for the tournament, make sure you do go and read it, because it is very strict and we will be strict. This is going to be a very big night for everyone to prove who is the best. So, but back to the fight. And Ashcoop and Konto trained some heavy shots there while I was yapping away. Yeah, I mean, Solly, do you think Konto's got this in the bag now?
I think he's definitely got the edge. I don't know if he's got this in the bag, because if at any point he takes one of those Ashcoop shots and falls down, I think the match is going either from a victory to a draw or possibly even a loss. I think I have him as a slight point advantage in the first 2 rounds. But again, right, it's not a huge advantage. It's not been overwhelming.
Yeah,
these two have been very close, and the advantage has been decided kind of by a razor's edge.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Konto here might have pulled away with a 10-8 just from pure damage. Ashcoop not landing a lot, but
yeah,
the fight is now over. We're gonna see who won here. Konto.
There it is. Let's see.